Good afternoon, dear students. Let us start today's class. Welcome to another session on Introduction to Data Structures and Algorithm in Module 3. Today we are discussing about linked list operations. So yesterday in the previous class we discussed what is a linked list. Linked list is a collection of data where it is having a node and it is a collection of data in the form of nodes, and each node is having two parts. One is information part that stores the data. Second one, it has the link part, that is next link part, that will be always connected to the next node. The last node of the linked list is connected to the null. So this is how the linked list is designed. This is what we discussed in the previous class. Now about linked list implementation. The implementation of linked list involves two major tasks. The first one, creation of a linked list, it is declaration of a linked list, and second one, performing linked list operations. So in the implementation, first you declare the linked list, and second thing is you perform linked list operations. First thing, linked list node declaration. You know very well, node we have seen in the previous class. So a node is having two components. One is data, another one is next pointer. Data and next pointer. So in order to store these two elements, you create a structure, struct, and you call the name of the struct as node. And you know very well, info and next are the two components. Info, I create it as an integer info. Struct node, it's a pointer, star pointer, which is pointing to another node. So that's why it is struct node star next. And the entire thing, it is called as just node. Entire thing. That's why we write type def struct node is equal to node. Straight away we call this. So it is just like this. We do it. We declare it like this. Once it is declared, we have to do this four basic operations. What is the basic operation? Insertion, deletion, searching, and printing. So insertion in the sense, you create a node, you insert it to a linked list. Create a node, insert it to a linked list. Create a node, insert it. So you can do that first operation, insertion. And whenever you insert a node to the linked list, these are the two important things that you should remember. The insertion operation adds a new element to the linked list. That is the first thing. And if you look at the operations, the tasks that are performed during insertion are three operations. First one, what it has to do, it has to allocate memory to the new node that you are creating. It has to allocate memory for the new node. That is the first job. Second job is the element has to store the info part some data. So the element data, that is some data that is having some information, it has to be stored in the info part, and new node has to be linked to the next. So that is, the new node is connected to the existing nodes list, so it has to be connected. First thing, allocate the memory for the new node, store the data in the info part. Third is, the next pointer should point to the linked list. So that is the thing that it has to do. And depending on the location where the new node has to be added, there are three scenarios in which a new node can be added to the linked list. One is at the beginning of the list, another one is at the end of the list, and third scenario is somewhere in the middle of the list. You can certainly have it in middle of the list, so you can have it. So that is the thing. And of course, first scenario, inserting at the beginning. Look at this example diagram. So this is a linked list, and linked list very well. It is having info part, it is having a link next part, info part, next part, info part, next part, info part, next part, and the last node is connected to null. Okay, and header node is there. Head, there is a special pointer, you call it as head, so that is pointing to the beginning of the node. Now you create a new node you create, and this new node has to be inserted at the beginning. So what you have to do, you connect the new node to the head node. You connect it, and head node you move it to the new node. So what happens when the head node is moved to the new node? So this new node becomes the beginning of the node, that is the starting of the node, and from 10, 20, 30, 40, the new node 10 is inserted in the beginning. So that is the thing that you have to understand. Next, inserting at the end. So remember, I already have a linked list, and from the head node I move my temporary pointer, TMP pointer, from one node to another node, 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 until I reach the end. So how do you detect end of the linked list? When the next pointer, if it is pointing to the null, so that is called the end node. You move temp to the end node, and you create a new node, and this is the new node, E is the new node, and this new node is having E data, and the next node of new node is null. So now what you do, temp is already here at the end. So temp the temp has to be connected to the new node. Once it is connected to the new node, what happens? The null is earlier it was pointing, it is taken out, and instead of this link, so what happens? The new link to the new node is created. So this is how you are inserting a new node at the end. New node at the end. So that is the concept of inserting. Inserting in the middle, that means you are already having a head node, you have a node, and you have a set of linked list. Now new node I have. If I want to connect this new node in between the linked list, what I have to do? I have to take the position, some pairs position, you call it as temp. So temp of next is equal to, you can see the temp of next, that is the pointer is the new node that I have created. Pointer next is nothing but temp of next. So what happens? This is connected to the next node, which is where temp is pointing. Temp is pointing to this node, so new node is also pointing to this node. Now after this, what you do, temp of next is equal to PTR. So old link, whatever you are having, you disconnect it, you connect it to the new node. So in such case, what happens? The old link gets disconnected, this gets disconnected, and new node from the temp you connect it. So before disconnecting the old node, what you do? The new node's next link, you link it to temp node next link. So they are connected. And after that, temp of next is equal to new node, you do that. And later you can remove the old link. So by doing so, you can insert a new node in between the first node and the second node. So in between you can insert it. Now, coding up a linked list. So we have to write the code. First thing, if you want to write the code for a linked list, remember, first create the node structure. So how to create the node structure? Same, struct node, integer data, and struct node next. Next is a pointer, data is the actual data. This is a structure, so you create a structure first. Structure for the node you create. Once it is done, next, what you do? You declare the required pointer. So star priv is for previous pointer, star head is for head pointer, and p is a pointer where it has to be connected. P is a pointer, it has to be created for the new node. It is for a pointer that is used for new node. So the first part is to create structure. Yeah, we have already done this first part. We have already done. In the second part, you can see the second and the most important part of the linked list is to keep track of first node, because the access of the first node means access of the entire list. So you have to create a head node, head pointer. For this head pointer, so we need to have a head node declared. Same way previous node is declared, and p node usually used for getting a new node that is to be used for insertion. Okay, let us call the first node as the head node. Okay, this is a declaration. Second thing that you have to do. So first thing, you have to declare the structure. Second, declare priv pointer, head pointer, and p pointer. So that is the second step. Now, third step is you have to read the data. You have to read the data and store it into the new node. Before that, you should allocate the memory. You can see you have allocated the memory for the new node, and that is what you call it as P. And for this node, new node, memory is created. So memory is nothing but one is data part, another one is link part. It is next part. Data is created. Now you read the value for P of data. So if you consider P is the newly allocated pointer node, and for this you allocate data. So this is data. P of data is nothing but this. So I enter some value 1. Okay, I enter some value 1, and P of next I make it as null. So P of next I make it as null. Yes, it is done. So data I have taken, and the next pointer I have made it null. So my first node is created. First node is created in the linked list. So very, very important thing that you should understand. You have to allocate the memory, store the data, and allocate the new node next link to null. So these are the three things that has to be done at this stage. Now create our own linked list by joining. So here in the previous example, we have created only one single node linked list. But in this program, I want to create many number of nodes. So, and that is decided by the user. User will decide how many nodes he wants to have. So what do you do? First step, I have already said. So first step is to create the structure. Second step is to declare the required head node, previous node, and pointer P, and n is the the some integer variable, I is some integer variable that will be used in the program, and n is for to understand how many number of elements, how many number of nodes you want. Suppose I want 4 nodes. Enter number of elements. I want 4 element node. Yes, if I want to have 4 element node, so I can certainly have like this 4, and I initially call head as null. Head is the node which is at the beginning. So right now I don't have any nodes in the linked list, so head node is also linked to null. After this, what do? User has already told he has to create a linked list of 4 elements. So you create a for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Every time what you do, you create a memory for pointer p. You create a memory for pointer p. So whenever you create a memory for pointer p, what happens? So 2 parts are created, one for data, that is info, another for next. So it is created. So you read the p of data, so data value you read it, it is there, and next you make it as null. So initially it will be made as null. So you can see it is made as null. So null, so this is done. So after this step it is done. Now if head is null, that means if there are no elements in the linked list, if there are no elements in the linked list, so what happens? Head becomes p. So earlier head was null. So now there is a single element. So p is nothing but it is head. So head is moved to p, the newly created node. So that is and it is done. Initially head was null, so p becomes the starting location. Now first node is done. Second node, similarly you read the second node. Second node, again another node is created, another p node is created, and what happens? Both data part and next part is created. Next is equal to null you did, so it is null. You make it as a null, and you made it as null. So you read the value, you made p of next as null, and now if head is equal to null, no, this time head is not null. Head is having some value, that is there is in the linked list, there is one element in the linked list. So what do you do? So the previous element which is there in pointer p, so previous of next is equal to p. So what happens? Previous is earlier, it was present here. Previous of next is equal to null is nothing but previous of next is nothing but the new node, so it is connected here. So the previous will hold the previous to the last node. So now after assigning this, previous becomes p, so p moves here, p is moved here. Like this, another node is created, p is added, and with the help of previous node, it is pre is added, and it is continued. So like this, 4 nodes are created. Now how do you understand everything is happening in the memory? So how do you understand whether the actual linked list is created or not? You have to display it. Once you display it, you will understand whether it is created successfully or not. So in order to do that display, first you pass the head node to the display function. Display is a user defined function. You pass the head pointer to the node. So what happens? You create another pointer called temp. Temp always starts from head node. So TMP starts from head node. So TMP, it is starting from head node. So what you are doing, while TMP is not null, so unless TMP reaches the end of the linked list, that is not null, you keep on displaying the TMP of data. So TMP arrow mark data. So since TMP is a pointer of the structure, arrow pointer is used to access the values, and of course TMP of data. So first 5 is printed. Yes, it is done. Now TMP is equal to TMP of next. So TMP earlier it was there. It moves to the next node. So since you say TMP of next, it is moved to the next node. Now you display again, you check again whether TMP is null. No, TMP is not null. TMP is having some value 10. So you display the value. So display the value, next value 10 is displayed. And now TMP is equal to TMP of next. It moves to the next node. So it is moved to the next node. So here in the next node, again you check whether TMP is equal to null. No, TMP is not null. So display TMP data. Yes, TMP data is displayed. Now after displaying, move TMP is equal to TMP of next. Move to the next cell, next node. Yes, it is moved to the next node. It is done. Once it reaches, again you check whether TMP is null. No, it is not null. It is having some value. So you display this value. And after this, TMP is equal to TMP of next. TMP of next is moved to the next. So now you check TMP whether it is equal to null. Yes, it is equal to null. So then you stop. You come out of the loop. While loop and stop. So during this, what do you call it as linked list traversal. In the linked list traversal, it got displayed all the elements. 5 got displayed, 10 got displayed, 20 got displayed, 1 got displayed. So this is called linked list traversal. So displaying of elements is nothing but traversal of linked list. So it can be done using this way. And now let us execute a program. Now look at here. User will ask, enter how many nodes you want. I enter 4 nodes. Now enter the node element, first element. As soon as I enter first element 5, so what happens? Memory is created for the new node, data is created, and the new node next is marked null, and head is moved to the null. And also there is one more pointer which you call it as priv. So this is priv is nothing but previous to the last node, priv. So priv node is also used, previous to the last node. It's also moved to the head node, that is the node. Next since I have given 4 loops are created, 4 times the new nodes are created, and of course it has to be executed. Next is 10. So when I enter 10, what happens? New node 10 is created, and 10 is created, and the previous is moved to the last node, that is previous to the last node, previous to the null. Priv node is moved. Okay, it is moved. Next 20, what happens? 20 has to be inserted at the end. So what happens? It has to move to the last node. What happens? And priv node is also moved to the last node. It is moved to the last node. So this priv node, with the help of priv node only, new node is created, and new node gets inserted into the linked list. Now next is 1. Next data, next node is 1. So what happens? 1, the data is created, data is created 1, and of course data is read as 1. Now it is moved on to null. So this pointer is moving to null. So you can see null, null. So it is moved on to null, and once it is moved on to null, so previous of next is equal to, it is null actually, previous of next is equal to p. So what happens? This is moved on to this. So automatically what happens? 5, 10, 20 and 1, and this previous which was there in the previous that is pointing to 20, it is now pointing to 1. So it is pointing to 1. This is how it happens. You can see it is moved on. So like this it is moved on. So like this new nodes are attached at the end. So this is how the program is executed. The same program we can execute in two modes. One is in online execution mode and another one is offline execution mode. Let me take you to online execution mode. I'll take you to online execution mode. Let us see how exactly online execution mode is connecting to the server information. So you can certainly see. So it is already I have already given it. It is there. So yeah, it is already open. So now I am the same program whatever I have discussed earlier. So I have created a node. Now this is a display function, same which I have displayed in the previous slides. Now I am creating two nodes, two pointers, head pointer and pre-pointer. Pre-pointer moves to the previous to the end, and of course previous to the end, and star P node that is holding the current node. So if you want to create a new node, P node is used, and of course enter how many nodes, and based on that you are creating a loop, and every time you allocate memory to the new node, scan the data to the new nodes data field, and P of next you make it to null. If the head is null, so you make the head as P, and if it is not, you move the previous of next is equal to P, and after the if statement make P as the previous node. So that is the thing. And finally print the linked list is whatever the linked list, and you call the display function. This is in the for loop what you are doing. You are creating the linked list with the number of elements 5, 4, 3, how much ever user has given the number, so much of element nodes are created. Once that is done, so you call the display function. When you call the display function, what happens? You pass the head node, and the head node will come here, and using a TMP node you are trying to display all the nodes data. So one by one you display the data, and until the TMP becomes null, you display the data. So this is what the program is all about. And as soon as I run this code, so I give how many elements? 5 elements, and the first element is 99, second element is 88, third element is 77, fourth element is 66, fifth element is 55. So what happens? The number of elements 5 I have already given. So it is created. The first is 99, second is 88, third is 77, fourth is 66, last one is 55, and after the 55 the next node is null. So next element is null. So this is how the linked list is created. Same thing, I'll just copy the link in your chat box. You can also try the same program. You can also try. I have just pasted the link in your chat box. You can also try that. Okay, simultaneously you can work with me. So that is one way. The second way is to start your Turbo C++. So in the Turbo C++, so the same program I have already typed in. You can see the same program I have already typed, and the same display program, all those programs are typed already. The same, the program contents are same. So now as soon as I run this code, so it is asking how many elements. I certainly type it's a 5 elements, and enter the number of 5 nodes elements. So I will type first one is 8, second one is, so as soon as I create 8, so a node 8 is created and it is pointed to null. Next I give something like 199. Yes, 8 is the beginning node, 199 is the next node, and it is moved on to null. Next I'll give so 96. So 96, 8, 199, 96, just like that. Next I give 53. So 53 is the next element so far. So 8 is there, 199, 96, 53, and I have the last element. So this is 28. I'll just give. So totally created. Observe there, 8, 199, 96, 83, and 28, and finally null. It is created. So the linked list is so and so. This is the program to create a linked list and insert elements. So you are trying to insert the elements at the end. You are trying to insert the element. So you observe 8 was the first node. Next, at the end, 199 is inserted. After that, 96 is inserted at the end. Next, 53 is inserted at the end. Next, 28 is inserted at the end. And finally, you got display the linked list. You displayed the linked list. This is the program to display, create a linked list with n number of nodes, and each node is inserted at the end, and of course you are displaying at the end. So that's the program execution, online execution and offline execution. So that's all. And some students, they have requested to submit their assignments by today, so I'll give time. Your fourth assignment, you can submit it by today evening. I still give the time. And the notes for module 2 is ready, so by today's evening I'll be posting it to all your groups. So that's all for today's class. In the next class, we'll be discussing about some more linked list operations. So we have seen linked list insertion in the end. We'll also discuss about linked list insertion at the beginning and in between. So we'll discuss that in the next upcoming class. All the class recordings are available in this particular website, and also notes is available in this particular website. Thank you for attending my class. Please do enter your USN in the chat box for the attendance sake. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.